Hello, welcome to the Happy Hippie Intuitive. Today's reading is going to be about signs and advice from your angels, ancestors, and guides. But before we get into the reading, I would like to remind you that these readings are timeless. So whenever you find them, it was meant for you. And also you must take what resonates and leave the rest as always. I will list the cards below so that you can find them quick and easy if you like any of the cards that I use. And I will also put timestamps so that you quick and easy can jump to the reading that was meant for you. Now, I would like to encourage you, if you haven't already clicked that subscribe button, that you can hover over the flower in the corner there and subscribe. And click the bell down there also to make sure that you don't miss out on any of my readings. And if you like my reading, then please share them for somebody else so that maybe they can benefit from my readings. And also gives it a thumbs up to help with the algorithms on YouTube. I really appreciate it when you do that. Thank you so much. So now let's get to your reading here. So what you have to choose from is pile number 1, 2, or 3. And I will also give you a little bit of a close-up of what I put on them today. So this is moss agate or green agate that you have to choose from, and this is a smoky quartz with the Om symbol on it. And on pile number 3 we have the blue agate bracelet that you can choose from. Okay, so sink into your intuition or ask your ancestor, angels, or guides to help you to choose pile number 1, 2, or 3. If you need more time to find your pile, then you pause the video so that you make sure that you pick the pile that was meant for you. Okay, so I'll be back in a moment to start with pile number 1. Okay, so let's remove pile number 3 and number 2. So that we can start up with you, number 1. There. Okay, number 1. So if you chose this pile, then this is the reading for you. With the green moss agate bracelet. Okay, so we'll put that over here, so that's part of your reading. And we will just open up all the cards first and look at all of them. And then we will see if we need some additional cards on the way. I have some additional cards here. And we will see what we have time for today. There might be some Astro-dice today too. We'll see what we need or have time for, okay? But let's start with your cards. So, first you got Dragonfly Spirit. Change. That is a beautiful card. And then you got Mountains, stand your ground. And you also got Lost. The universe is soon going to show you a new way, so be ready. Ah, that's interesting. Wow. Okay. And then you got Sagittarius energy. Optimism, exploration, and freedom. Oh, that's beautiful. And then you got Leo energy. Wow, both Leo and Sagittarius. Self-confidence, loyalty, and creativity. I'll put those a little bit further up so you see them properly. Got a new camera angle now, so... Okay, and then we have a couple of tarot cards. You have the 4 of Cups. And we have the Knight of Wands. Okay, so let us sink into, I think I want to just move those over here. Do it like that. Yeah. So let's just sink into where they are guiding us today. Change. Stand your ground. Optimism, exploration, and freedom. Self-confidence, loyalty, and creativity. Lost. Knight of Wands and 4 Cups. Okay. Now, the first thing that I'm drawn to here is, of course, the word change, and it's above the card of Four of Cups. Now, Four of Cups can be a card of not being able to see what is offered to you. It can be a card of boredom. It can also be a card of an offer that is going to be presented to you from the universe. And when it's together with the card of change here, I have a feeling that there is, because I get this stagnant feeling, you see, a little bit in the beginning here of this reading. It will, I see that it's changing, but I see also that it's right now is a little bit stagnant, is what I feel. So it is about accepting the change. It is about accepting being stagnant for a little while. It is about accepting that change will come to you in the way it's meant to come to you, so that you don't try and push it into something that it's not. Do you understand what I mean by that? So what I feel is that you are kind of the person sitting here with the focus on the 3 cups in front of you that are empty, and then you are not focusing on the full cup behind you or what's being offered to you. But it's kind of, the feeling I get is that you're kind of meant to be in that position for a little while. You're kind of in a position now where I feel like you need some more time, maybe to heal something, or to open up to something, or to see something that you haven't seen yet, is what I feel. So they're trying to guide you to have that done, to see that first. And then after that's done, then you will be able to turn around and see what's being offered to you. So, but I have a feeling that they're doing this kind of a purpose, and you might experience that as you feel lack of energy, or you feel you might have had some physical symptoms where you are being kind of benched a little bit, is what I feel, where you're unable to maybe be as social or be as participant as you normally are for a while. You feel like you're being kind of forced to take a break, is what I feel. And that's kind of what they're doing on purpose, because they need you to see something here. There's something that they are wanting you to experience or to acknowledge before you move into the something new. Okay, that's what I feel. But the change is definitely coming, though. I mean, with this card right here. Okay. And they are guiding me to look at the dragonfly here. So for me, that might be a sign that they are using to reach you. Okay, they might be using butterflies. And also I saw in this card here with the birds, I was noticing those as well. So these are cranes, of course, but there might be other kind of birds that they are using to try and contact you. But specifically this dragonfly is what I was drawn to. So see if there is something that you're thinking about, or if you have been asking a question, previous or during the day or the day before, if there is a dragonfly that kind of pops up in your life, then take that as a message from them. Okay? Take that as a confirmation on your question, is what I feel. Okay? So with the Mountains card, and you have the Mountains card, and it came on top of the Knight of Wands. Now, the Knight of Wands is, of course, someone who is very in motion, very passionate, very full of fire, full of energy, wanting to move forward, wanting things to move forward, So it's someone who is very optimistic and kind of flying ahead and wanting things to move. But you have it together with a mountain. And the mountain, of course, is stagnant. It's still. It's about standing your ground. It's, taking the time to explain things to other people so that they know where you are at and what your boundaries are. So these are kind of opposite energies, if you will. But at the same time, I feel like they're encouraging you also with this stand your ground, and with the fiery energy here. Don't overdo it though. Don't stand your ground with fire, because then of course all of a sudden it becomes anger. So that's something that might be significant for some of you. So, but what they're saying is the balance between the steadiness of the mountain and the energy of the Knight of Wands. So it's kind of a balancing act here as well. Do you see that? So those two came on top of each other for a reason. But yeah, but I do have a feeling that it's important for you to be truthful about what you want, because there might be something to do with what you were supposed to see here with the Four of Cups. That there's something about making boundaries, setting your goals, making boundaries, making sure that you are truthful with what you want. And I think they are encouraging you to spend that time inwards to make sure that you know what that truth is. Okay, so that's just something I get. So that might be significant for some of you. Now, you have the Knight of Wands, and then you get Sagittarius, which is, of course, a fire element, and also Leo, which is a fire element. So there's a lot of fiery elements here. Now, I said optimism here, and it says here also in the Sagittarius, you see there it says optimism, exploration, and freedom. Okay, so that's the Sagittarius energy. And Sagittarius is, of course, about reaching your goals. You're aiming for what you want moving forward, right? And the Leo is, of course, the strength card as well. It's about passion, it's about strength, and it says here self-confidence, loyalty, and creativity. So this card is, of course, also about moving forward, being creative, creating something new, or recreating something that you already are doing with confidence. It's about barging ahead like the Knight of Wands. So I do see that there will be, after this stagnant period, there will be a huge change, and then you will move into this power moving forward. Okay, now you also have this card though, which is said lost. The universe is soon going to show you a new way to be ready. So that's what I feel. You see, you have to spend some time here to make sure that you are moving in the right direction, that you are truthful about what you want, and that you have kind of all your ducks in a row before you get into this fiery energy. Because I feel once you get into this fiery energy and just barge ahead, you are just going to run down that road and things are going to happen. So make sure that you have planned things properly before you do that. Whether it's regarding a relationship, career, health, whatever this is for you. Okay, you kind of have to adjust it to where you are and what resonates for you. Okay, so I also want to pull some self-love cards here, some advice from them on how to maneuver these energies. Okay, because it is very fiery, and it's very about, I feel like it's a big shift for you. It's where you really stand your ground, where you speak your truth, where you accept this change coming to you in the time it comes. And then it's a lot of passion and fire and moving forward. So there's a lot of energy, I feel. Might also be a frequency update in all of this, by the way. So I think it's, that was a bit too many. So I think it's really important for you to stand your ground here and to take care of yourself. Self-nourishment. So I'm just going to pull a couple of cards here. They want to jump, but not quite. So I will pull some, okay? So let's see what they have to say about you taking care of yourself. What advice do they have for you? Sound healing. Okay, interesting. So it might be that you are a person that listens to music, that use music to get you where you want to go. or to as healing or just soothing energies or meditation or whatever. But here you see she's using singing bowls. So there might be some, if you don't have singing bowls yourself, there are on YouTube. You can go and search for different energy updates or singing bowls healing, and you can use those as well, just the videos, and listen to them, because the sound that comes from the singing bowls are at a certain frequency that can help like the different chakras. They are all different, connected to the different chakras, but there are of course some singing bowls that goes to all the chakras. So I would listen to those and see what that can do for you. Or if you have drums, that can also be good. But you can also actually use a glass, one of the tall glasses that you use for wine, fill it with water, dip your finger in and take, your finger around the edge, and that will also make that kind of a round, big sound that can also be the same sound as these singing bowls. So that might be something you can try out, okay? So I want to draw one more card here regarding what they have to say. Okay, let's see. Look for fairies. Okay, so that's something that they say is near you as well. So when you are walking in nature, if you see some lights or change in the lights or some glimpse of light, then that might be the fairies trying to communicate with you. So see if you can just be aware of that when you're out walking. And also I see a butterfly here down in that corner here. So there might be something to look for as well. Is there something else you would like to say about that? No, I think that was it. Okay, so some good messages here for sure. It looks like things are definitely going to change. There is a big change happening for you, and there is a lot of fiery energy coming in, and you got some advice to what you can do to maneuver these energies that you are currently in. Let's see if we can just roll a couple of Astro-dice as well here. Real quick. Let's see if there's some additional information. Okay, so you got the Libra, which is of course about the balance, keeping the balance in your life. And also it could be a Libra that is in your life. Libra is an air sign, by the way. And this is the Sun. And that's of course again the expansion energy. And you got the 12th house. Now the 12th house is ruled by Neptune, and it's about psychic abilities, the occult. It can be intuition, illusions, mysticism. And so I have a feeling also when that comes together with the Sun, which is of course the expansion, the energy, the fiery energy, then that might be something within your psychic abilities that might grow also now regarding this expansion energy that's coming to you here, this fiery energy. But they are also encouraging you to keep your balance here, okay? So make sure that you have the yin yang, that you have rest and work balance, that you are in a balance with most things in your life, but it is also the air element, so it is also about intellect and thinking and seeing things clearly. It can also be about harmony and intimacy. So if you were looking for relationships, then that might be a good message for you moving forward. And also, of course, look into the air signs if there might be some air signs that wants to connect with you. Okay? So I think that was pretty much all I had for you, number one. I wish you the very best moving forward. Now make sure to do self-nourishment. Take care of yourself. Look for the fairies. See if you can use sound healing. And also with the dragonfly here, look for dragonflies. And also birds might come to you as a sign from them. Stand your ground. Make sure that you have your vision, your true north, that you're following what you want. And see what that expansion might mean for you moving forward. Okay? I also see here that 1 and 2 becomes 3, which is a lucky number. I just needed to say that as well here at the end. So that's a good sign for you as well. Okay. Well, thank you so much for watching number 1. I wish you the very best. Till the next time I see you. Bye. Okay, so we're going to move over to number 2 now, which is the smoky quartz, which is there. Okay, number 2. So if you chose this smoky quartz, then this is the reading for you. I'll put it over here so it'll be part of your reading, and we will look at your cards first, and then we will talk about it afterwards. So the first card you got was Wood Nymph, Beauty. Second card, Shaman, Trust in Higher Forces. Wood and Shaman. Okay, interesting. And the next card is Saturn. Feel restricted, experience struggle, learn hard work and patience. Okay. And then you got Aquarius. Originality, philanthropy, and progressive imaginings. Okay, I'll put that there. And then you got Warrior. You are one with the divine. You are the universe. Wow. Okay. That's beautiful. And 2 tarot cards. The Queen of Swords. And the 7 of Swords. Okay. Interesting. Okay. So let us just sink into where they are trying to guide us with this. Okay. The first thing I'm drawn to is nature here, I must say. I mean, it's the Wood Nymph and it's the Shaman. So I do feel like you are someone who is very connected with earth, with the nature, with woods or water or the nature elements, at least, most definitely here. I do, however, see also that you are, as this card says, feeling restricted, experiencing struggle. And I also see that with the 7 of Swords here. That it might be that you are feeling that things are clouded for you right now, that you're not seeing things clearly, or that you feel like something has been taken away from you, or that you have been excluded, or that you feel like you've kind of been parked in a situation, because Saturn is very, earth, very strict, very inside the box, that you might also feel, for some of you, if this is career, maybe that you have been boxed a little bit. You have been kind of put in a box, or feeling like you're not able to maneuver. Okay, so that's what I feel with that. Queen of Swords is, of course, someone who is clear, that she's seeing her vision, that she's clear about what she wants. And Aquarius is someone who is thinking outside the box, who is very original and creative and not wanting to be restricted in any way, shape, or form. So I can see that that is a balance that is just not adding up here, okay? But then they're reminding you that you are the warrior. You are one with the divine. You are the universe. So I think that what they're trying to do here is trying to reach you with some important information that you might need right now, okay? So that's kind of the first thing I see about that. I see the owl here, so of course that's wisdom, but it might also be a way for them to connect with you. And there is an owl here and an owl here, you see. So I feel like that might be a sign from them if you hear an owl late at night, or you see owls, or maybe you have some special connection with owls. So that might be significant for some of you, at least, I feel. I also see the moon here, I see the moon here, and I see the moon here. So something to do with the moon, maybe you have some special connection with the moon, or the moon here also might be that you are quite connected with your spiritual side, with your soul, with your team, with your angels and ancestors and guides, I would say. Also because the Aquarius comes out, which is that original thinking outside the box kind of person, Yeah. You also have the word beauty here on the wood nymph. So let's see what they're trying to tell you about that here. I'm just trying to communicate here. Okay, now I hear them. Okay. Yeah, they're saying that you're failing to see your own beauty. There's something about you seeing the beauty in everybody else, but you're not seeing the beauty in you for some reason. 5 plus 2, this is the card 52. 5 plus 2 is 7, and 7 is the divine. So divine beauty as well. And also they're saying here that you are the divine. You are one with the divine. You are the divine. You are the universe. So they're encouraging you to see your own worth, to see your own beauty, is what I feel with that. They're encouraging you to, when you look upon yourself, see yourself with the eyes that they see you. You know, look upon yourself like they look upon you, is what they're encouraging you to do. Okay? So, yeah. When you get the Queen of Swords as well, I wouldn't be too worried, even though you are in a position maybe, or have been recently, where you're feeling secluded, or you're feeling left out, or something has been taken away from you, or you're feeling that struggle. I'm not too worried when I see the Queen of Swords, because the Queen of Swords is someone who has it all together. She has found the answer. She knows the truth. Okay, so this tells me that if you're not seeing the truth right now, then you will. It is a very positive card here. Okay, so I'm not too worried when it comes to the other sword card and the Saturn card here in this reading. Okay. So you will see it clearly, but it might take something from you. It might take some patience. It might take some, looking at things from a different perspective, which is kind of what they're trying to encourage you to do here. But it also, they're saying, know your own worth here. So you have to stand in your truth here as well, is what I feel. It's important, okay? I want to draw some cards from this deck here, which is about advice from them on what you can do for yourself in these energies that you are currently in, okay? So these are cards about how you can take care of you, okay? So I'm just going to shuffle a little bit, and then we will draw 2 cards from here. And then I wanted to maybe roll some Astro-dice here in the end before we close down this reading. Okay, let's see. First, you get positive affirmations. Exactly what I said here. You are failing to see your own beauty. You're failing to see your own worth. You see that? So they're encouraging you to tell yourself beautiful things like, I love myself. You see that here on this card. I love myself. I'm brave, beautiful. I choose love. I'm worthy. I'm grateful. I'm healthy. I'm happy. Okay? So that's definitely something that you need to work on. And again, I see the moon here, see? So there's something with you and the moon. And there might be something about the moon cycles as well. I just hear one message that might be for one of you out there. I just have to convey it. If you're trying to get pregnant and you're having struggle with it, then yeah, let go of the stress is what they're saying. You have to kind of just leave it for a while. Let go of the stress. Focus on cleansing. Focus on self-nourishment. And once you kind of got it out of your head, not thinking about it all the time, that's when it's going to happen. Okay, so that was just a message for someone out there that I felt was significant. Okay, I want to pull one more card here from this deck. Okay, so it's about intimacy. And it's the number 44, which is, of course, an angel number. That's very nice. So, of course, intimacy, it doesn't have to be sexual. It can just be touching, being close, feeling the skin of another human being. or having someone massage you or stroke your back, or having that closeness with someone is, I feel more that that's important here. But of course you have to take this as it resonates with you. But I feel like reaching out, if you are single, maybe you have someone that can give you at least the closeness. I'm not talking about sex now. I'm talking about the hugging and the sitting close to each other in the sofa when you're watching a movie, or yeah, just being close to people, you know. I feel like that might be very important for you. So definitely look into that, okay? Interesting cards here, I must say. Okay, so let's roll the dice here, see what you get. Okay. So you have Leo. And that's very fiery energy as well, moving forward with something, being passionate about something. You got the 11th house, and that's ruled by Uranus. And it's about social groupings and thinking ahead, having your vision, and also being independent. And it's also kind of the revolutionary house, if you will. Uranus also being the revolutionary planet. So it's about thinking new, thinking ahead. Sorry, I always get a little bit in my throat when they are narrow. And just have a sip of water. Just excuse me. Sorry about that. I always get trouble with my throat when my team comes near. So there's something significant about this, most definitely, for you guys in group number 2. I'm so sorry. This has never happened before. Yeah, there is something important here in this message for some of you out there. Independence, revolution, thinking ahead, being the rebel here. Okay, thinking outside the box. Yeah, I have a strong feeling also together with this Aquarius originality, imaginings, you know, being the warrior, daring to be different, stepping out of whatever, seeing the beauty within you, moving forward. And you also got Venus, which is again the feminine, the beauty. Okay, they are so much about the beauty, about the body, about looking upon yourself with love. Okay, being the rebel, standing your ground. Don't be afraid of what people might think about you. Okay, it's very important that you stand in your own truth, and that's exactly what the Queen of Swords does. She is not afraid to stand in her own truth. Okay, so you really need to start talking to yourself in a manner where you are encouraging yourself, where you're telling yourself that you're beautiful, because you are. That's what they're trying to tell you here. And I very rarely get that much problems with my throat. I don't think it's ever happened before in my readings here on YouTube. So it was a very important message for some of you out there to start looking upon yourself with the eyes that they look upon you with love, and that you're beautiful just the way you are. Okay, that was a very important message for some of you out there. Oof, okay, I really felt that one. That was really profound. So I hope this gave you something today, number 2. I wish you the very best. Much love to you in all your endeavors moving forward. And I hope to see you next time in another reading. And I hope that you will take care of yourself and that you will remember how beautiful you are. Okay? Thank you so much for being with me today, number 2. Bye. Okay, so we will remove these things from that reading, and we will find what we need for reading number 3, which is this one. Okay, number 3, so if you chose the blue agate, then this is the reading for you. We'll put it over here so it's part of a reading. And then we will open up all the cards first, and then we will talk about them. So, first card you got was Raven Spirit. Truth. Beautiful. Okay. Second card. Warrior. Be fearless and stand strong. And then you got the Cancer card. Nurture, comfort, and protection. And then you got Taurus. Trust, patience, and sensuality. And Trapped. There is a way out and you will soon see it, I promise. Okay. And for the tarot cards, you got the Hanged One. And Eight of Wands. Interesting. Okay. Now let me just have a second here to sink into what they're trying to tell us, where they want to guide us today. Okay. Yeah, okay. No, I see where they're trying to guide us here today. It's most definitely about trusting. It's about seeing the truth as it is. It's about gaining a new perspective on something. It's about standing your grounds, setting up your boundaries. Everyone has, in every reading today, had something about setting boundaries. That's very interesting, I see. Okay, so this card, of course, popped up for a reason, where you're feeling trapped. And they are saying that you will soon see your way out of this. So there might be a message for you in this that might help you to get your way out of there, okay? So let's look at it. Now, Cancer is talking about nurture, comfort, and protection, okay? So I see the moon in there, a waterfall, and the sun, illumination, a shell. And nurture, the thing I noticed about this was the water, the running water, and the word nurture and comfort. And for me, it is about self-love, okay? So that's a big thing about that card right there. Now, you also had Taurus. Let's look at that a little bit closer. Have a rose, several roses there, and a heart. And it says trust, patience, and sensuality. And what I am drawn to with this is trust and patience, okay? And so it has to do with you giving love to yourself, trusting in your path, and trusting that things will be revealed in the time that it will be revealed, okay? Because this came up first, which is truth. And for me, it is about, also see here 3 and 2, 32, which is, of course, 5, which is change. So I do feel that there is some truth coming to the surface now. But you have to be patient. There might be that it takes some time, more than you would like. And it might be that it's going to take something from you, because it takes some effort on your behalf, because you have the Hanged One, which is gaining a new perspective. And also it is a card of being in limbo for a little while. So it might be that you're feeling like you are in limbo, and that is kind of not a place where you are really thriving or appreciating being. And so you want to get out of there. But what they're telling you is that you kind of need to be there for a little while longer. Okay, because there's something that you need to see. So there's some sort of truth that needs to come to the surface. But in order for you to see the truth, I feel like you have to gain a new perspective, and that's why they're kind of put you in limbo for a little bit. It's a little bit like the reading number 1 here, so you might also want to jump and have a look at that one, because they're quite similar, these two readings I see. So there might be something also in that reading that you might want to look at. So you also have the 8 of Wands here. Now the 8 of Wands is a card of action, a card of, a forward movement. So I do feel like you have the energy to move forward. And you want really for things to move forward. And you are also, of course, to be encouraged to be the warrior that you are and be fearless and stand strong. But I don't think that's going to happen until you have found the truth that they are asking you to find. So there is something that you're encouraged to see first, okay? Something that you have been failing to see so far. So there is a way out, and you might actually have the key to come out of this yourself, but you just haven't seen it yet, is what they're trying to say here. So they're asking you to trust, they're asking you to be patient, and they're asking you to love yourself through this, okay? So that's kind of what I get with those. Now, when it comes to signs from them, I would definitely say roses. There's something about water as well. The sound of running water is what I hear. And there's, of course, a raven here that she's holding up with the truth here. So there might be ravens as a sign for you from them. Okay? So just be aware of that. That if you ask a question, if you all of a sudden see a raven, that might be your answer. Okay? Your confirmation that you needed. So I'm also going to pull some self-help cards here. That will be advice from them on what you can do for yourself to maneuver these energies that you are currently in. Okay, so that's kind of what we're doing here. Just going to pull 2 of these cards for you to see what kind of advice they have. Okay, so beauty ritual. Yes, set aside time to indulge and really take care of your physical form is what I'm getting here, okay? That can be creams, or as you see, she is doing her nails here, and she has crystals around her, flowers in her hair. So she's really just enjoying putting on the stuff that makes her feel beautiful. Okay, so that's kind of what it is that you do the stuff that makes you feel beautiful, and that's nurturing to you. So that's very much together with the nurture and comfort card right here. Okay, so the next card is sync with the moon. Okay, so you might be someone who is actually reacting to the cycles of the moon, and so it might be important for you to look into the different moons when they are arising, the new moons and the full moons, and kind of prepare a little bit moving into them, because there might be that the energies from the moons are really affecting you. Okay, so take special care of yourself around the moon cycles is what I feel with that. Okay, important for you especially. Now let's throw the Astro-dice and see what you get there. Okay, so you have Gemini. There might be some Gemini. It might be that you are the Gemini, or that it might be some Gemini in your vicinity, or someone that, can you see that properly? or someone that might want to come in that is a Gemini. Now, Gemini is, of course, an air sign, so it's about overthinking also things, but also communication. Okay, Gemini is very much about communication. So, but in your situation here, I feel like it is communication with yourself, and of course with them, most definitely. But communication with self, I think, is important. There's some hairs here, and looking into if there is a Gemini maybe in your vicinity that wants to be part of your life. Now, this one is for Pluto, and Pluto is, of course, the outer planet, or not planet anymore, unfortunately, but it is about transformation, and that's a feeling I get from you too, that you kind of have to stay in this energy of the Hanged One for this transformation and this truth to come forward before you get to move into the new. Okay, so it is about accepting that you are in a transformative state right now. You also have the first house, which is ruled by Mars, which is the physical, the outside, the physical looks, energy, first impression, and also leadership. So again, with the outer with this, that you take by taking care of your body and your outer you know, your skin, if you will, you also take care of your inner. So it's kind of the balance in between the two. So that might be also be an encouragement, again, to take care of your outer. You know, what makes you feel beautiful. What is it that you can do to nourish yourself that will make you happy? Okay, so that I feel is important with that. But of course, also a ruling Mars, that's also a forward movement and energy coming your way is what I feel with that as well. Okay, so I think that's pretty much what I had for you, number 3. Take your time in this state here to make sure that you get the truth and that you gain that perspective that you need before you get into this strong and forward moving energy, and nurture yourself. Trust, have patience, look for the flowers, look for the ravens, and self-nourishment, as they are saying here, and syncing with the moon as well. And doing that from their perspective is going to help you to get out of this trapped situation that you might have been in. Okay? I think that's all I have for you, number 3. I hope this made sense. If you like the reading, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't. And I hope to see you in my next reading, which will be in about a week. So until then, I wish you the very best. Thank you so much for watching. Bye for now.